How can I say it in Japanese?
こんにちは。Welcome to the class. Max です。I am Max.
こんにちは。今日も日本語の勉強お疲れ様です。教師のみゆです。I'm your instructor, Miyu. This podcast for Japanese learners to be able to communicate at the level necessary to participate in society. This week's topic is explaining how to make a dish.
Hey, did you follow our Instagram? You can see this week's story. Please follow and look at today's story while listening. And we would love it if you could share with the hashtag How Can I Say It in Japanese. Now, let's listen to the story and challenge 3 questions with me.
And please don't forget to follow us on your listening platform. Okay, are you ready?
始めましょう。
Daniel and his teacher are having lunch he made.
問題ステップ1
Question. Please listen to the story and tell the answer. If it's a true, you say 丸 or if it's a false, you say ×. Ratatouille is difficult to make, so Danielson doesn't make it so often. Please focus on Danielson's phrases after よかったです he says. ダニエルさん、これ、おいしいです。
そうですか。よかったです。ラタトゥイユは簡単ですし、美味しいですからよく作るんです。
簡単ですか？どうやって作りますか？
野菜を切って、炒めてからトマト缶を入れて調味料を入れるんです。それに蓋をして20分煮ます。簡単でしょ？
そうですか。
和食も美味しいですよね。私はカツ丼が好きです。あれはどうやって作るんですか？
すみません。私は料理ができないんです。Ratatouille is difficult to make, so Danielson doesn't make it so often. 丸 or ×.
Let's see. I think he said 簡単ですし and よく作るんです。So the answer must be ×.
Great!
Yeah!
So Danielson said, ラタトゥイユは簡単ですし、美味しいですからよく作るんです。Which means Ratatouille is easy to make and delicious, so I make it often. When listing 2 or more reasons for something, sentence A plus し、sentence B から、sentence C is used with し being used to connect the 2 reasons. Sentences A and B are the reasons and C is the conclusion. When sentence C is in plain form, sentences A and B should also be in plain form. For example, マックスさん、沖縄の生活はどうですか？
沖縄は自然が多いし、人も優しいからとってもいいところだよ。
そう、それはよかったね。Okay, so the answer is ×. Ratatouille is easy to make and delicious, so he makes it often. こんにちは、みゆです。今日も聞いてくれてありがとうございます。Now, I open a Patreon. I made a Japanese English language exchange community that connects people from anywhere in the world. I recommend to those who have no opportunity to speak Japanese or English on a regular basis, need a place where you can output Japanese or English more easily, want to make friends who can speak Japanese or English, or want a place that exposes you to Japanese or English outside of the class. We have an event to exchange language between Japanese and English once a month. Please join us. Thank you.
New words.
Let's confirm today's new words together. Please look at the description and repeat after me. ラタトゥイユ
Ratatouille.
よく
Often.
どうやって
How.
炒めます
To fry. To stir fry.
トマト缶
A tomato can.
調味料
Seasoning.
を入れます
To put in something.
蓋
Lid.
煮ます
To boil.
カツ丼
Pork cutlets on rice.
生活
Life. Living.
Okay, good job!
問題。ステップ2。
Next is a three-choice quiz. How is the ratatouille made? A. Cut vegetables, boil them for 20 minutes with a lid, and put in a can of tomatoes and seasonings. B. Boil vegetables for 20 minutes with a lid, cut them, and put in tomatoes and seasonings. C. Cut vegetables, fry them, put in a can of tomatoes and seasonings, and boil them for 20 minutes with a lid.
Well, could I listen to it one more time? もう一度お願いします。
Okay, then please focus on listening to Daniel's phrases after どうやって作りますか? The teacher says. ダニエルさん、これ、おいしいです。
そうですか。よかったです。ラタトゥイユは簡単ですし、美味しいですからよく作るんです。
簡単ですか? どうやって作りますか?
野菜を切って炒めてからトマト缶を入れて調味料を入れるんです。それに蓋をして20分煮ます。簡単でしょ？
そうですか。
和食も美味しいですよね。私はカツ丼が好きです。あれはどうやって作るんですか？
すみません。私は料理ができないんです。So, did you know how the ratatouille is made? A. Cut vegetables, boil them for 20 minutes with a lid, and put in a can of tomatoes and seasonings. B. Boil vegetables for 20 minutes with a lid, cut them, and put in tomatoes and seasonings. C. Cut vegetables, fry them, put in a can of tomatoes and seasonings, and boil them for 20 minutes with a lid.
Let's see, I think he said 野菜を切って cut vegetables or something からトマト缶 something. Well, the answer could be A?
Wrong!
料
理の作り方は少し難しいですね。So, Daniel-san said, 野菜を切って cut vegetables, 炒めてから fry them, トマト缶を入れて調味料を入れるんです。Put a can of tomatoes in it and add seasonings. In fact, there are so many Japanese cooking words. 炒めます、茹でます、煮ます、蒸します、something like that. Anyway, let's talk about a part of から as in 炒めてから。When expressing that you will do action A first, then do action B, action A から action B is used. This conjunctive form is verb tail form から something to do next. For example, マックスさんは朝起きてから何をしますか？
朝起きてからコーヒーを作ります。
そうですか。私は朝起きてから顔を洗います。Okay, then the answer is C. Cut vegetables, fry them, put in a can of tomatoes and seasonings, and boil them for 20 minutes with a lid.
今日のフレーズ。
This is today's phrase. We want to memorize the most important today. So today's phrase is
どうやって作るんですか？
That means how do you make that? When asking how to do something, どうやって something か is used. For example, マックスさんはどうやって日本語を勉強しましたか？
アプリを使ったり、日本語学校に行ったりしました。
そうですか。頑張っていますね。Okay, then let's practice today's phrase. どうやって作るんですか？ Please repeat after me with Max さん。どうやって作るんですか？
どうやって作るんですか？
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 Good job! Next, let's try to talk to us using today's phrase.
問題。ステップ3。
Please ask Daniel さん how to get to his company.
電車で行きます。あなたは？
Did you say it? The answer is どうやって会社へ行くんですか？ or どうやって会社へ行きますか？ Good job!
Make your story.
Okay, now I will present today's story's listener thought. Daniel's son loves Japanese food. He's asking the teacher how to make one Japanese dish. Japanese food is delicious, I love. But how do you make that, sensei? Then think of a good punchline and tell us how to make your favorite Japanese dish.
First, Jun さん from Korea.
和食も美味しいですよね。私は寿司が好きです。どうやって作るんですか？
Japanese food is really good too. I like sushi. How do you make that? I usually order sushi though. If you'd like to make it, I recommend temaki sushi. It's very fun and good.
I agree with you, Miyu-sensei. Temaki-sushi are so much fun with friends.
Okay, next one. Paul-san from France.
和食も美味しいですよね。私は肉じゃがが好きです。どうやって作るんですか？
Japanese food is really good too. I like simmered meat and potatoes. How do you make that? Oh, you know nikujaga? It is Japanese food famous for the taste of mothers. お袋の味ですね。
Oh yeah, it's so good. I used to make it for my son all the time. So yummy.
Okay, last one. Johnson from America.
和食も美味しいですよね。私は TKG が好きです。卵かけご飯。どうやって作るんですか？
Japanese food is really good too. I like raw egg on rice. How do you make that? That's easy. Like you have to ask. Just put an egg on the rice and add soy sauce. That's it.
I like it with spring onion and a little bit of Japanese seasoning, like ichimi.
へえ、辛いやつですよね。Okay, now please choose one for the Max Award.
Okay, I choose this one.
ダニエルさん、これ、おいしいです。
そうですか。よかったです。ラタトゥイユは簡単ですし、美味しいですからよく作るんです。
え、簡単ですか？どうやって作りますか？
野菜を切って炒めてからトマト缶を入れて調味料を入れるんです。それに蓋をして20分煮ます。簡単でしょ？
そうですか。
和食も美味しいですよね。私は TKG が好きです。 卵かけご飯。どうやって作るんですか？
ああ、それならわかります。卵を割って、卵の上に乗せてから醤油をかけます。世界で一番簡単です。
Okay, then the max award is Johnson's Post.
おめでとうございます。Congratulations!
I chose this one because I used to go in a phase of eating natto and raw egg for a long time. I loved it.
Good job, ジョンさん。
Please choose a story in the section Make Your Story and send your interesting story to the form in the description. We're waiting.
Okay, that's all for today.
今日も来てくれてありがとう. Thank you so much for listening.
Today's phrase is どうやって作るんですか? You can use it when asking how to do something. So, in today's lesson, you can give a simple explanation of how to make a dish when asked. Please listen and shadow the conversation aloud for practice. お疲れ様でした. Good job!
We upload a new episode on the first and the third Tuesday of the month. You can mainly listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and Google Podcast. Please don't forget to follow us on your favorite listening platform. The hashtag is How can I say it in Japanese? When you send a message, question, or any request, please click the link down below the description to send it. We are waiting for your messages.
And for those who wish to study Japanese more seriously, online lessons are always available. Please click on the overview section for a free trial lesson. はい、ではまた。See you next time.
さようなら。